Alrighty everyone, what is up? Marshall here, that's filling the DeQueen at Eastern Railroad on the hot rails. Alrighty everyone, we're going to see what engine is coming up this hill. It could be D14 or D13. So let's see. If not, it's probably a different D number. So we're going to find out. Here comes Richard and Michael. They're heading westbound. They're driving the new logo by Patriot Rail with the DeQueen logo on the front and back on the sides with the Screaming Eagle. And they're coming very fast. And let's see how many people try to beat the train. I don't think they will beat it. DeQueen Freddy! Alrighty. They just came through. Let's see here. At 10:54. So, woo, I got here just in time. I'm glad someone told me to get here. I'm glad someone told me at least around 11. because that gave me a chance to be up here at least around 10 something, and there would have been some everyone would have been with me, but they had to go to bed, so it's just me tonight. And well, Patriot Rail is gonna need new management. Patriot Rail is. They're getting a new boss, which well, technically they are upgrading. They're upgrading a boss, and he's gonna be the boss of the DeQueen and Eastern Railroad, and then there'll be the second boss. That's the train master, and so they're gonna need no management right now. So Patriot Rail is bringing Patriot Rail is giving up. They are giving a lot of ups to the bosses that are running the DeQueen Eastern Railroad by Patriot Rail. So that's pretty cool. So our friends told me about it. So let's see what we see. Alrighty. More live action here on the DeQueen Eastern Railroad. Alrighty, I'm ahead of Richard and Michael. I'm here in Golden. This is where I'm going to end the trip for the day. So tonight I'm getting tired and well, I'll just get some rest and do it again. Well, Patriot Rail is going, like I said, they're going to need new management. That means they're getting a new boss, or they're actually giving the boss they're giving him a raise, or they're giving him a new high staff in the on the Patriot Rail deal, on the Patriot Rail, and so he's gonna become the boss of the DeQueen Eastern Railroad owned by Patriot Rail. Now, and the boss, I think it will be Scott. Scott Scott will be the new boss of the DeQueen Eastern Railroad. Scott will be the new boss of the DeQueen Eastern Railroad owned by Patriot Rail. Westbound, and they are heavy tonight. That's why that light's blinking, so they can warn people that they're about to approach a crossing and stuff, so they know what's coming. And then Todd's gonna be the second boss, or he might be the still the yard master. But shout out to them if they are become the new bosses of the DeQueen Eastern Railroad. I'm very happy for them, and I hope they give the boys on the DeQueen Eastern Railroad a raise for doing good jobs and stuff like that. I wish. You never know. And I love it when they give me a honk. I love it. And the boys are doing such a good job. They're doing such a good job. All the boys on the DeQueen Eastern Railroad and the Kiamichi Railroad. They deserve a good pay raise and stuff like that. There goes Kiamichi Freddy. They're heading westbound. They're approaching Glover River Bridge. They're gonna be in Wright City at least around. They're passed through here 11:21, and they're probably gonna be in Wright City in 45 minutes. So, and then they're gonna be in Valiant. And of course, if you want to know what all those tanker cars are for, you know what the box cars are for. Those tanker cars, they're gonna be sorted out and go back east to go to Hubert's. That's there in Broken Bow, about east. We're west of it. And then some of that is acid. That's gonna go to the paper mill in Valiant, and the rest of it is gonna be sorted out for the Kiamichi Railroad, and half of it's gonna go to the plant to get loaded up with paper and stuff in it. It gets sorted out between here and there. But so that's what I've been hearing. They're getting a new everything, new boss, new everything. So, and I know who the boss is. I know who the second boss is gonna be, and they're pretty good. So I love Patriot Rail. I'm gonna support Patriot Rail. Maybe someday Patriot Rail might give me something. Give me something for advertising, because I love advertising and stuff like that. And I like advertising the Kiamichi Railroad as well. So I love advertising Patriot Rail, because Patriot Rail is a very good railroad company. They are a very safe organization. They make sure everybody on the railroad is safe. Make sure they're following by the rules, following by the FRA's approval. They're playing by the books, and so is the Kiamichi Railroad. That's owned by the Genesee and Wyoming. I want to say it again. The DeQueen Eastern Railroad is owned by Patriot Rail. Patriot Rail is here in the United States. Their main base is there in Florida. That's where the main base is at, and they got about the same amount of railroads like Genesee and Wyoming has. And they're going to keep buying they're going to try to buy short lines, or that's about it what they're going to have. Because Genesee and Wyoming and Patriot Rail, they're at competition with each other, try to buy up as much short lines as they can to who's going to be the winner of the years of the short lines they have. So I want to come down here and see my boys run the train at night. See the train. I want to come down here and see my friends driving the train at night and other stuff like that, and see what they have tonight. So they got 4 engines, so they're definitely heavy. So they probably got more cars, and then they're going to bring more cars back. They might have carried about maybe 75 they have 75 cars and counting, I think. If not, correct me on that. But I think on the way back, they're going to have more cars on the way back as well. So, and that the road's been graded and it's dry again. So we got a high pressure system. Hopefully that leaves and then we get some good rainfall. But this is a nice, good graded road that the county barn has did here. Made a good bar ditch and replaced all that dirt and put it up here on the road and stuff like that. The road looks pretty wide. How my truck is parked. Lots of room for you to get around my truck and stuff like that. So I'm about to end this, and I went to my ancestry. So if y'all like ancestry, see if you want to find out what culture, what race you have originate from, go to ancestry.com. We went to ancestry.com and we went through some history books. And my great-grandfather was a United States Marshal here in the state of Oklahoma. And I found out that he was a I'm not afraid to mention it, but he was a African American he was an African American marshal in the state of Oklahoma. He went to Arkansas, Texas, and Oklahoma. That's here, and actually he was the first African American. Oh, I'm gonna make this intro somewhere else. He was the first African American Deputy U.S. Marshal. He was the first U.S. Deputy Marshal, and then after that, and he was actually the first one that actually, turned the tides against all the bad guys, all the outlaws here in the state of Oklahoma, to Texas, Arkansas, and almost to Kansas. He was a U.S. Marshal, and he had permission from all. He had permission from the Native Americans here in Oklahoma right here where I live at, because mostly where I'm at, this is Indian Territory. And he went everywhere in the state of Oklahoma. So basically all my roots is here in Oklahoma, basically. And of course my great-grandmother, she's African American and Native American, known as Indian. So and then down the line, their son, and they had a grandson. They had a son, and he is my grandfather, and my great-grandfather is the Marshal, U.S. Marshal, back in the old day in the West, when it was wild. Because now they're looking over everyone has looked over Oklahoma history. I tell you what, Oklahoma was more wild than Kansas City. I mean, more wild than Dodge City and all these other places, including Texas and all these other places in the West down back this way. Oklahoma was very wild and it was very dangerous because U.S. Marshals were being ambushed and killed by outlaws and by Native American tribes. And my great-grandfather turned the tides of that. And also my great-granddad's son got with a white. He got with a white, and that's how we got here. And so I'm proud of my ancestry. I'm proud where I come from. I'm proud who I'm half. I'm pretty much half. I'm proud of it. I'm not like most people. I'm not afraid to tell you where my history has come from. Just look up Marshall Bass Reeves And you will see that he was a very, very famous U.S. Marshal in the state of Oklahoma. And he took down a lot of people in his day before he became a Muskogee policeman before he passed away back in 71. So my grandfather's my grandfather's dad is my great grandfather, and also my great grandmother was my great grandfather's husband, wife. Sorry, wife, and she had a lot of kids, and including grandkids, and so did my grandfather, and my grandmother had lots of kids, and then they got grandkids from their from their sons and daughters, especially from Benjamin Reeves. Yeah, from Benjamin Reeves. So Benjamin Reeves he's my grandfather. So I'm proud of it. And my great grandfather is Marshall Bass Reeves. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool about my history. But you need to look up ancestry.com. Don't be afraid about it. To me, I'm not scared to tell what I am. I'm proud of it because that's what made me today. And I'm all about law and other stuff like that, just like my grandfathers were, especially my first one and the second one. And so history is very cool. So you might have to pay for ancestry.com or look up the name that could have been back in the old west, that could have been what is now the state that you currently live in, and he could pop up or she might pop up, because you really don't know who you are a descendant from. So just look up ancestry.com. Find someone that might have ancestry.com, and some people do love finding people with different ancestries, and they'll look it up for you too. And so I got African American in my blood, Irish, and Native American. I got Indian, Native American in me, Indian, and from two sides of the family, my dad's side and my mom's side. The African American on my mom's side, and Indian and white on my dad's side. So it's pretty cool. And then I come from a line on my dad's side. He come from a line of people that did stunts and also rodeo stunts as well, including circus too. So it's pretty cool. So I come from a whole line of both sides that had pretty cool things that they did in their lifetime. So it's pretty cool. So basically I'm basically native to Oklahoma. This is where I'm born and raised. I'm proud of it. Because this is where my great-great-grandfather was born and raised and made, and he lived in the state of Oklahoma, and so did my grandfather from his grandfather. So, and also my grandmother was born, she was raised in Oklahoma as well. So it's pretty cool. So if you want to know about, am I telling the truth? Is Bass Reeves my great grandfather? Look him up and you'll find out. Bass Reeves is my great grandfather. He was the first U.S. African American deputy marshal, and he was pretty cool. And then eventually he got eventually they hired at least 5 more African American. They hired some more African Americans as to be marshals as well. So my grandfather, he did not like people that did not like other people. He'd put them in jail, especially if they're prejudiced or anything like that. He'd put them away. He didn't. He put away whites, African Americans, and Indians together in the cell so that way they can both be good to each other and get to know each other instead of being enemies to each other. So he'd do that. So yeah, there's history about that. He does not like people that are prejudiced or anything like that. So my grandfather was a very understanding man, and so was my great grandmother. So so I'm about to end this video. So like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm just telling you my family history. I'm not afraid to tell you about it. I know where I stemmed and where I come from, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today. From my mom's side and my dad's side, if they both never met, I probably would have never been here, and neither would my mom, neither would my dad if they didn't become history as well. So I come from a line of I come from a line of I come from a line of a law dog known as a marshal. So I come from a marshal lawman. That's my great grandfather. He was a deputy U.S. Marshal. And then on my dad's side, they originated from the circus, and also they originated from also by trick riders for rodeos, and so that's what they done. So that's pretty cool about my family history. So I come from both sides that came from a cool history, especially the both ones I told you about. So look up Bass Reeves. You will find him. Some people say I look just like him. And so I'm okay with it, and I like it. So I'm about to end this retro. Look up ancestry.com and see what you are. And I tell you, that's very awesome, because mine's very awesome as well. So don't be afraid of your ancestry. If you find out that you're quarter this or quarter that, and that, I could be, and that I'm a quarter of German as well. So German, yeah, I have German also in my blood as well. So yeah, so so it's a lot of, so it's it kind of gets all tangled up in that tree. The family tree is about like this tree. Yeah, it's about like this tree here. It's very, 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 very complicated how I got to this point. So well, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later. Marshall out. Thank you for watching. I don't mind telling you about everything, about where I come from, my great grandparents, or everything come from. So I'll see you later. Marshall out. Thank you for watching. I don't mind expressing it or anything like that. So I'll see you later. Marshall out. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Marshall out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on another Hot Rails of the DeQueen Eastern Railroad, owned by Patriot Rail. So I'll see you later. Marshall out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Marshall out. Thank you for watching. And look up all my other videos as well. And then you can also watch all the previous videos that I currently have out today. So I'll see you later. Marshall out. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time. See you, rail fans. Be safe out there on the hot rails. And don't get run off or anything like that. Just be safe out there. Or in this case, tell the person that's going to run you off, tell them that you're not going to do nothing bad or nothing like that, and they should leave you alone. If other people that is different, then they're not the law or anything. Tell them that they need to go on, and just, you know, just tell them what you're doing, and they'll just go on. If they want to keep looking, that's fine. But eventually they'll just move on, and they won't bother you. Or mostly they may not bother you at all, because they'll look at you that you don't. They'll look at you and they know that you don't want to be bothered. So they'll know what you're doing. So just be safe out there on the hot rails known as the hot iron. And I'll see you later. Martian out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.